biggest vision. To find ideas that become solutions to the world's most pressing concerns. Innovation and creativity are the sparks that ignite to transform lives and society. And these need space to grow.
We are home to these creative and innovative sparks. Our work goes beyond the disciplines, across our 9 faculties, 7 campuses, and being one of Africa's top business schools. As an African global university, we stand proudly among the world's top universities. We remain at the forefront of universal discoveries and provide authentically African solutions to the world's greatest challenges and opportunities. We are pioneers in our fields, from the humanities to cutting-edge technologies, continually seeking ways to improve the world around us. Our hybrid learning systems provide quality education that enables graduates to become adaptable game changers. We have molded nearly 500,000 alumni who have made their mark locally and internationally, and we continue to inspire and equip our students to uphold our firmly rooted culture of excellence. At the heart of what we do is our people. They are creative, critical thinkers who can shape society for the better. Because that is how we teach, learn, innovate, impact, and live. We are the University of Pretoria.
Let us start the meeting by establishing whether we have a quorum, to inform everyone that according to clear guidelines in the institutional rules, it requires 100 members of the Convocation to constitute a quorum for any meeting of the Convocation. Either the President of the Convocation or the Vice-Chancellor and Principal or their duly appointed representatives and at least 99 other members of the Convocation must be present for a quorum to be constituted. If a meeting is not quorate, the meeting will be postponed for 30 minutes, after which the meeting may continue if there are 50 members present. Surely I expect that we will have a quorum from the more than 320,000 members worldwide, but I'm just waiting for official confirmation. I have been notified that we have a quorum and can be recorded as such, and therefore the meeting can continue as duly constituted. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like us then to continue with item 2 of the agenda and start off by officially welcoming all Convocation members and UP alumni across the globe that made time to join and attend the live virtual 2023 UP Convocation AGM meeting this evening. In particular, a warm welcome also to the Interim Vice-Chancellor and Principal of the University, Professor Themba Mosia, together with the Registrar, Professor Caroline Nicholson, and Ms. Notsifo Dlamini, Deputy Chairperson of the Convocation Advisory Board, who all joined me in the studio tonight and are participating in this evening's AGM program, as well as a special welcome to the members of the University's executive. At the same time, I also want to welcome my fellow Advisory Board members and once again express my appreciation for making yourself available in voluntarily serving in this capacity and for your continued support to the University of Pretoria. Please allow me to then introduce you to the current Convocation Advisory Board members by reading out their names. First, it's myself, Dr. Hina Costa, Chairperson, then Ms. Notsifo Dlamini, Deputy Chairperson, then Mr. Vergeley Mackenzie, who's the Secretary, Mr. Johan Scholes, the Finance Officer. Then ex officio members are Professor Themba Mosia, who's the Interim Vice-Chancellor and Principal, and the Registrar, Professor Caroline Nicholson. Then we have Mr. Winston Campbell, Mr. Aubakwe Monge, Mr. Chris Fismer, Mr. David de Villiers, Mr. Didkot Makeme, Mr. Paul Sali, Ms. Lucia Lesolang, Ms. Nomsa Maseko Shlongwane, and then Mr. Daniel Elof. Before I continue to introduce the other three official participants of this evening's AGM program and shortly share with you their summarized biographies, may I also please encourage all Convocation members that have not sent questions earlier to post any questions you may have in the comment box. I apologize if we may not be able to address all the questions, but it gives us an idea what Convocation members want to know and concerns they may have. At this time, as chairperson of this meeting, and before I give my President's address, first, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the other three participants of this evening in order of their participation tonight on the program. First is Professor Themba Mosia, who's currently the Interim Vice-Chancellor and Principal. Now, Professor Themba Mosia was appointed as Interim Vice-Chancellor and Principal from the 1st of August this year and is responsible for the day-to-day functioning of the university. He will serve in this role until such time as the process for the recruitment and appointment of a new Vice-Chancellor can be concluded. Professor Mosia has served the academic enterprise in numerous capacities over more than 4 decades, including teaching, lecturing, international relations as Head of Department, Registrar at various universities, Dean and Vice Principal, Deputy Vice-Chancellor. His academic work is in quality assurance and governance in higher education. Professor Mosia holds a PhD in policy studies, particularly governance and specialist training in quality assurance in higher education. He earned his university qualifications in South Africa and the United States of America. Professor Mosia has held the position of Vice Principal, Student Life at the University of Pretoria since 2013. He also served as a chairperson of the Council on Higher Education from 2013 to 2022. He was a board member of the National Student Financial Aid Scheme and served as its interim chairperson in 2015. He also served as director and deputy chairperson of the Foundation of Tertiary Institutions in the Northern Metropolis, director of the International Education Association of South Africa, and in numerous other structures and bodies in national and international higher education and the health professions. As General Manager of the Health Professions Council of South Africa, he operated in multiple structures and functions in the area and provided training to the professional boards on quality assurance in the health professions. He chaired accreditation visits in medical education in the United Arab Emirates, the United Kingdom, in India, and in the Seychelles. 2011 to 2012, Professor Mosia was the Administrative Vice-Chancellor of one of South Africa's largest universities. He has served the Council on Higher Education in various capacities since its inception, chairing some institutional audit panels and accreditation assessments and site visits. In 2016 to 2017, he served as expert advisor to the Commission of Inquiry into the feasibility of fee-free higher education in South Africa in the height of the Fees Must Fall movement. Professor Mosia was a member of the expert group that conceptualized and developed the Code of Good Practice and indicators for governing councils of public universities in South Africa and continues to present training sessions for university council members. In 2022 and 2023, he led a team to conduct an independent assessment of the affairs of another public university with a view to advising the minister on the source and nature of problems and measures required to restore good governance and management. Professor Mosia is a frequent speaker at national and international conferences and is fulfilled by the leadership training of students. Then we have Professor Caroline Nicholson, Registrar of the University of Pretoria. She was born in Scotland and completed her schooling in South Africa. She proceeded to the University of the Witwatersrand, where first completed a B.Proc and then an LLB degree. Immediately after completing her legal qualifications, she served her articles of clerkship with a general law firm, Keemans, during which she completed both her attorney's admission and notary public examinations and was admitted as a practicing attorney and notary public. Not long after completing her articles, Professor Nicholson determined upon an academic career and moved on from Chernin's to the University of South Africa. She remained at the University of South Africa for 12 years, during which time she progressed from lecturer to senior lecturer and was a founding contributor to the diploma in gender law. During her years at UNISA, Professor Nicholson completed a research master's in law and a doctor of laws. In 1999, Professor Nicholson moved to the University of Pretoria, where she remained for 15 years. During her time in the UP Faculty of Law, Professor Nicholson progressed from senior lecturer to associate professor and then professor. She completed training as a family mediator and the Arbitration Foundation of Southern Africa postgraduate diploma in alternative dispute resolution, and she did it with distinction. In 2014, Professor Nicholson took up the position of Dean of Law at the University of the Free State in Bloemfontein, where she was a co-founder of the Free State Center for Human Rights. She also served 2 terms as an acting judge in the High Court during her tenure at the University of Free State. Professor Nicholson was then appointed as Registrar at the University of Pretoria on the 1st of January 2018, a position that she still holds. Then we get to Ms. Notsifo Dlamini, who is the Deputy Chairperson for the Convocation Advisory Board. Ms. Dlamini is a mining engineer with more than 14 years of experience in the mining sector. She's the Technical Services Manager at a listed mining company in South Africa and leads a diverse team of professionals that includes mining engineers, geologists, surveyors, rock engineers, environmentalists, and business improvement change agents. The team continues to set new benchmarks in challenging conditions by applying innovative solutions and a high-performance culture. Ms. Dlamini further was honored as an MNG South African Young Cohort in 2022 and the IFEES Women Rising to the Top in STEM Africa in 2022. Through her several accomplishments, Ms. Dlamini continues to have a growing impact in the coal mining sector, challenging the status quo and applying a business acumen and industry influence to add value to the South African coal mining sector. She was the first female president of the South African Colliery Managers Association in 2022, a professional body for managers across the coal industry, and is the first woman to hold this position in the organization's 44-year history. She also serves on advisory boards in academia. Ms. Dlamini then also holds a B Engineering in Mining Engineering, along with honors and master's degrees in technology management, all obtained at the University of Pretoria. In addition to her studies at the University of Pretoria, she holds a business and climate change towards net zero qualification from Cambridge University and a Yale School of Management qualification on corporate sustainability management. Now, with that being the introduction of our 3 other speakers, let us then move on to the next item, which is item 3 on the agenda, where we need to get confirmation of the minutes of the previous meeting. I will take the minutes of the previous AGM meeting, which were circulated before the meeting, as read. Are there any amendments anybody wanted to suggest or has suggested? And is there anything that's not a true reflection of what has been discussed and decided? If not, I then confirm that the minutes with no amendments were a true reflection of what had been discussed and decided, and ask for a motion to accept the minutes and someone to second that motion, please. Thank you, Professor Musia, for accepting the motion, and Ms. Dlamini for seconding the motion. Let us then move on to the next item, which is item 4 on the agenda, where we need to get consideration of the agenda and motion to accept the agenda. Can I ask for a motion to consider the agenda and someone to second that motion, please? Thank you again, Professor Musia, for accepting the motion, and Ms. Dlamini for seconding the motion. Then we can move on to item 5 of the agenda, which gives me the honor to address you this evening with my annual President's Address. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, esteemed members of the University of Pretoria worldwide community, and all those who have had the privilege of being involved with our esteemed institution, I stand before you today as a President of the Convocation with a profound sense of honor and gratitude. It remains a privilege to continue to serve as President of the Convocation of such an esteemed establishment, and gives me great pleasure to address this UP Convocation members worldwide in my 3rd AGM as President and Chairperson of this meeting, which is also the 3rd AGM under new governance structure, which I have addressed in more detail in my first AGM address in 2021. Welcome to this year's annual general meeting, a momentous occasion, where we come together for the 2023 AGM to celebrate the collective achievements and enduring legacy of the University of Pretoria. As we virtually gather here today, we are joined worldwide by a diverse group of individuals who have been connected to our university in various capacities. From our esteemed alumni who have traversed the globe carrying the torch of knowledge and making a lasting impact in their respective fields, to the senior management of the university, dedicated staff members, professors, and professors emeriti. Each of you has played a pivotal role in shaping the University of Pretoria into the institution it is today. Our alumni scattered across the world serve as living testaments to the transformative power of a University of Pretoria education. As ambassadors of our institution, they have excelled in various domains, from academia to business, from arts to sciences, and have made significant contributions to their communities and society at large. Their accomplishments serve as a source of inspiration for current and future generations, reaffirming the value of the University of Pretoria education in fostering excellence, innovation, and leadership. To the senior management of the university, I extend my deepest appreciation for your tireless dedication and visionary leadership. Your commitment to advancing the university's mission, fostering a culture of inclusivity, and driving innovation has propelled our institution to new heights. Under your guidance, the University of Pretoria has consistently been recognized as a center of excellence, attracting top talent and pioneering groundbreaking research that address the pressing challenges of our time. To our esteemed professors and staff members, I extend my heartfelt gratitude for your unwavering commitment to academic excellence, mentorship, and the holistic development of our students. Your passion for teaching, research, and community engagement has not only shaped the minds of countless individuals, but has also contributed to the intellectual and socio-economic growth of our nation and beyond. Your dedication to nurturing the next generation of leaders is truly commendable, and we owe much of our success as an institution to your invaluable contributions. Today, we also extend our warmest welcome to our professors emeriti, whose wisdom, experience, and guidance continue to enrich our academic community. Your continued involvement and support serve as a bridge between the past and the present, reminding us of the enduring values of traditions that have shaped the University of Pretoria over the years. Your presence here today is a testament to the lasting impact of our institution and the indelible mark you have left on the minds and hearts of countless individuals. To all those who qualify to belong to the Convocation, whether through your professional association with the university or your unwavering support as friends and advocates, I extend my heartfelt appreciation. Your commitment to the University of Pretoria and your dedication to uphold its values and ideals are truly commendable. Your virtual presence here today is a testament to the strength of our community and the shared belief in the transformative power of education. As we gather virtually here today, let us reflect on the remarkable journey that has brought us together. Let us celebrate our collective achievements, acknowledge the challenges that lie ahead, and recommit ourselves to the pursuit of excellence, innovation, and social impact. Together, let us shape a future that builds upon the strong foundation laid by those who became before us. And let us continue to inspire and empower generations to come. Different from my first AGM in 2021 under a new governance structure, where it was necessary to focus on the background of historic events that resulted in the establishment of the university's new convocation structure, and also the envisioned new future of the Convocation and its advisory board. The primary focus of my address this year will once again, as with last year, be to elaborate on the role of especially alumni, by far our largest constituency within the Convocation and alumni structures, and the important contributions they make through various official channels such as the UP Alumni Relations Office towards the entire UP community, thereby promoting the interests of the institution and provide formal and structured support and input. I would also like to focus on a number of strategic goals and new initiatives aimed at further boosting relations and engaging our alumni, and touch on new focus areas on the radar of the Alumni Relations Office for 2024. Then I will conclude with some brief feedback from the 2 advisory board meetings held since our last AGM on key areas that have been and still are addressed. I will leave most of the bragging rights of the many achievements of the University of Pretoria students and graduates and key projects for the interim Vice-Chancellor to report back on in his address after mine. I'm sure he will elaborate on the continuing good news in relation to UP's research and rankings and how UP has also excelled in the field of sports this year by winning various sporting competitions as well as other notable achievements both in South Africa and internationally. As an introduction, it is once again worthy to note that the University of Pretoria Alumni Relations Office has details of over 323,000 alumni who live in 140 countries. Of these, the office has permission to contact just over 151,000 alumni via email. Outside South Africa, the biggest UP international alumni presence is in Zimbabwe, then the USA, the Netherlands, and the UK. 4 years after the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, which at the time necessitated the halting of most in-person events for much of 2 years, it also allowed us to now bring alumni from around the world into the room via online viewing availability, whenever the involvement, such as with this AGM, may be requested. Alumni are simultaneously internal and external shareholders of the university, and therefore their involvement is imperative to give back to the university, which again requires a credible alumni structure and easy access to information and participation. I once again encourage all alumni to invest your knowledge and experience in your alma mater to cultivate and nurture a sense of cohesion, belonging, and loyalty, not only amongst yourselves as alumni, but also towards the university. The university needs to continuously draw on your matured networks and expertise to the benefit of the institution and current cohort of students. Important for all alumni to know is that the Alumni Relations Office is the functional and management unit responsible for all alumni support. It is the go-to office for alumni as it is responsible for providing guidance regarding planning of activities and coordinating the annual plans of the convocation structures, as well as the annual budget allocation and financial reporting. In conjunction with the Convocation Advisory Board, it will also oversee the activities of substructures and ensures regular reporting on the activities, and finally, it is responsible to provide support regarding information carried on the central database located at their office. Consistent efforts are made by the Alumni Relations Office to ensure that alumni remain active in the affairs of the institution, and communication with alumni is not and should not be one way. Many face-to-face events are arranged locally and abroad, and other means of communication are also used. UP alumni work in every field imaginable, in every corner of the planet, quietly or very publicly, changing the world. One of the duties at the Alumni Relations Office is therefore to take advantage of the high profile and strong reputation enjoyed by the university, to boost news of alumni achievements, and also to create platforms upon which the office can help position the university alumni as thought and change leaders in local, African, and global society. In so doing, they help the university towards at least 2 of its strategic goals: build UP's international profile and global engagement, and highlight UP's social responsiveness and impact on society. All these initiatives in some or other way provide an opportunity for the university to showcase its outstanding academics and graduates in various industries. More detailed information on these initiatives and new platforms, some of which I will report on, as well as contact details, can be acquired in the latest report on the activities of the university's Alumni Relations Office in 2023. By fully integrating with all the social networks and cultivating a culture of helping and giving back, you will be amazed how vibrant your University of Pretoria community is. The Alumni Relations Office's strategic goals every year are in alignment with and support the University of Pretoria's strategic goals as set out in the university's institutional strategic plan. These goals include promoting institutional sustainability, boosting UP's international engagement, growing UP's research profile, transforming the UP community, and promoting UP as a socially responsive institution that strives to and succeeds in having an important impact on its society. This year saw the alumni relations team continue with the launching of ambitious projects that would not only serve to boost relations with our alumni, but also lead to greater alumni, giving the expanding of UP's alumni donor database, and ultimately to more funding flowing to UP students facing financial need, especially those in the missing middle. In the Alumni Relations Office's strategic plan for 2023, 6 major goals were set, on which I would like to briefly elaborate and give some feedback regarding progress made from the 1st of September 2022 to the 31st of August 2023 in achieving the desired outcome and progress planned for these goals. Now, the first goal of the 6 major goals is to continue to boost public awareness of the university alumni and alumni achievements in research and across industries. And one of the core duties at the Alumni Relations Office is to build and maintain strong relationships with the alumni body and to boost the public's perception of the UP alumni. This creates an imperative to find and amplify news of alumni achievements and to create platforms upon which the office can help position UP alumni as thought leaders. The Alumni Relations Office's most direct route for engaging with UP's alumni is via the mailing list of 151,000 email addresses it holds for graduates who have given them permission to email them. The office is also able to communicate with alumni and the public via other channels. These channels and other core outreach activities for the year were as follows. The first communication channel is the alumni database, where the Alumni Relations Office maintains and updates its database of alumni contact details throughout the year, and improving the quality of its databases is an ongoing priority. The second communication channel is the social media, where the University of Pretoria Tuks Alumni Facebook page has more than 17,000 followers, and the Alumni Relations Office has access to the combined 1 million followers across the UP's 6 main social media platforms that are Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. The third communication channel is the alumni website, which during the course of the year produced 84 alumni-related stories that were posted to the UP Alumni News website. The fourth communication channel is the UP Alumni Connect app, which connects alumni to the latest campus news, job openings, networking opportunities, and exclusive competitions. The fifth communication channel is the Alma Matters, Tukkie, and other email newsletters, where the Alumni Relations Office uses its 151,000 strong email database again to regularly communicate directly with UP's alumni. The sixth communication channel is an alumni-driven, success-focused lead-up podcast that launched Season 3 in April this year. Now, this season, hosted by Lennox Wasara of Radio 702, sees prominent UP alumni and alumni associates share their top tips for success around the theme of growth and progress. The seventh communication channel is the Lead Up Thought Leadership Conversations series that was launched in mid-2020 as the Lead Up Alumni Thought Leadership Webinars. The series was created to provide a platform for expert UP alumni, staff, students, and other friends of UP to use their expertise to analyze current and topical problems facing South Africa, Africa, and the world, thereby positioning the UP and its alumni as African and global thought leaders. These conversations can be viewed on LinkedIn and YouTube social media platforms. The eighth communication channel is the inaugural UP Alumni Business Breakfast that was held this year on Thursday, the 22nd of June, at the UP's Gibbs Business School campus in Johannesburg, with prominent South African business people that debated the topic of skirting the edge, how South African businesses can survive our failing economy. Now, this was a hybrid event with 67 guests attending in person and thousands more watching on LinkedIn and YouTube. Other major engagement by the Alumni Relations Office were the host Mail and Guardian 200 Young South Africans luncheon, where congratulations were conveyed to alumni, staff, and individuals associated with UP who achieved recognition on the 2023 MNG 200 Young South African list. Then the Varsity Cup Fan Zone competition, where 50 free tickets were made available for alumni for each of the home Varsity Cup matches. Then the annual UP Principals Concert, where the Alumni Relations Office invited and hosted selected VIP alumni at the concert. And then 3 alumni chapters that include the Mamelodi Alumni Chapter, that focuses mainly on a mentorship program to help Mamelodi students with the transition when joining their mainstream academic program. Then the Vice Chancellor's Distinguished Merit Award Alumni Chapter, the TICS and the TICS Club 60 Plus Alumni Chapter, that is very active chapter open to all UP alumni over 60 years old, and meets regularly, usually for luncheon with a speaker, and also includes an annual general meeting. Now, the second goal set by the Alumni Relations Office is to increase international presence and connections with alumni in other countries. With thousands of alumni living in 140 countries around the world, and following on the heels of 2 years of various stages of pandemic-included lockdowns, reconnecting with the UP Global Alumni family was a key focus of the Alumni Relations Office during 2022. This was done by proactively involving alumni from various global urban centers in the establishment of new international alumni chapters and at other events held throughout the world, including cities such as New York in the USA, Kampala in Uganda, and Perth in Australia. The third goal set by the Alumni Relations Office is to expand and improve benefits-based programs to grow alumni engagement, especially since the Alumni Relations Office plays an important role in creating stronger relationships between the university and its alumni, many of whom are also donors. These relationships were boosted by the following areas of focus. Firstly, benefits-based programs to grow alumni engagement is done by focusing on growing alumni donors, where there are currently 1,094 individual alumni donors amongst the alumni in UP's database, who donated a total of 1.4 million rand to the university during the year. Secondly, benefits-based programs to grow alumni engagement is done through the 2023 Giving Matters campaign, a 3-year fundraising campaign to raise 100 million rand by 2024 for support to missing middle students that is designed to engage the university's communities internally, in other words, the students and staff, and externally, which includes alumni and foundations. In harnessing the power of philanthropy to do good, missing middle students are students whose to do good. Missing middle students are students whose family's household income is between 350,000 and 600,000 rand a year. Therefore, the cutoff to qualify them for NSFAS funding, but below the threshold to afford higher education or secure a bank loan to fund their studies. I encourage alumni to still participate by giving through the UP Giving Matters platform. Thirdly, benefits-based programs to grow alumni engagement is done through the support of the UP US Charitable Foundation that was launched in New York City on 12 April 2022, where USA-based alumni were invited to make pledges. Another visit is planned to engage with UP alumni in both New York City and Washington, D.C., with the aim of increasing backing for the foundation. Now, the fourth goal set by the Alumni Relations Office is to grow the alumni donor base and alumni donations. This is firstly being done in addition to expanding the 2022 flagship Alumni Benefits Program through a launch of an ambitious UP Alumni Online Mall project, which is a virtual platform from which alumni can get big discounts on their monthly shopping, while a portion of proceeds go to the UP Alma Mater Fund, ultimately benefiting needy, missing middle students. Given the success of the on-campus Alumni Benefits Program, the Alumni Relations Office began to work on creating benefits for alumni nationwide through strategic partnerships with over 400 of South Africa's top brands to enable the UP alumni to save thousands of rands on their shopping expenses while contributing at the same time to the Alma Mater Fund. Secondly, an on-campus alumni benefits program launched in 2022 is also targeted at UP alumni who need access to the campus for various resources. The benefits include discounts with the UP libraries, the High Performance Center, the gym, and Time Out Cafe, Scienza, Javits UP Art Center, and the HBC Hotel. Thirdly, the Careers Services Mentorship Program is a continuous initiative conducted in collaboration with the UP Career Services, where the Alumni Relations Office plays an active role in facilitating connections between the alumni and students through the UP Alumni Connect app. The fifth goal set by the Alumni Relations Office is to assist with convocation, event planning, and administration. Now, there, the Alumni Relations Office provides ongoing support to the Convocation Advisory Board, including myself, which helps facilitate strong and supportive relationships between the university and its alumni body. There are 3 Convocation Advisory Board meetings per year, which includes the annual general meeting and 2 Convocation Advisory Board meetings that took place this year in March and September. That requires quite a bit of planning and administration by the Alumni Relations Office. Now, the 6th and final major goal set by the Alumni Relations Office is the implementation of graduation season campaigns to grow alumni database registrations with the Alumni Relations Office. One of the office's key mandates is to collaborate continuously with UP's graduations teams to coordinate alumni enrollment programs at graduation ceremonies. Primarily, these efforts are focused on encouraging new alumni to sign up to the UP Alumni Connect app and to give the office permission to add them to the alumni database and email them at their personal email addresses. The Alumni Relations Office was present at both the autumn and spring graduation sessions as a gesture of congratulation and welcoming graduates to the UP alumni community, where each graduate received an alumni pin or alumni key ring. Now, let me focus now or talk about the focus of the Alumni Relation Office in 2024. Now, building upon the achievements and growth of previous years, the Alumni Relations Office further identified some priorities to enhance its engagement, forge stronger connections, and continue to foster a vibrant and impactful alumni community. The office recognizes the integral role that UP's alumni play in shaping the legacy of the institution. And it is with this understanding that the Alumni Relations Office, in addition to continuing the focus on all the ongoing 2023 projects that I've outlined, intends to strategically focus in 2024 on the following priority areas that will guide its efforts with alumni relations for 2024. Firstly, it wants to further strengthen and increase alumni through business breakfast events to increase connection with UP's alumni business network and create a pathway for facilitating donations. Secondly, it wants to further promote the UP Alumni Online Mall through benefits among alumni to increase subscriptions, thereby increasing the funds raised for the UP Alma Mater Fund. Thirdly, it wants to launch an Alumni Laureate Ball to establish further meaningful interactions and acknowledge the accomplishments of alumni while establishing a route that connects distinguished graduates for the purpose of fundraising. Finally, it wants to further strengthen international alumni through engagement by introducing alumni to the new Vice-Chancellor, engaging alumni and garnering support for international foundations and fundraising projects. Let us then briefly look at the Convocation Advisory Board activities. Now, since the 2022 AGM, the Convocation Advisory Board has, besides its indirect involvement in all the previously all the previous activities mentioned, specifically further addressed a few key areas of importance in the 2 board meetings it had thereafter. 3 key areas that I would like to briefly touch on that have been addressed in meetings the last 12 months by the Advisory Board and that receive continuous attention include the following. The first key focus area of the board, considering the networks and connections that members may have, has been the involvement through official structures in major fundraising efforts and assisting in rallying different groups of alumni to contribute to the giving campaign in order to reach initial fundraising targets set. Using the existing list of projects, the board's members are joining hands with the university to fundraise collectively, with the aim of securing the money required in meeting the challenge of a lack of funding. The involvement of board members with large UP projects requiring significant external funds and resources to execute successfully also remains a task that board members need to fulfill. Continuous discussions on fundraising efforts and special projects therefore remain an important item on the advisory board's activity and discussion list. Besides official finance and fundraising efforts, it was also suggested to create professional or constituency-based alumni chapters at the University of Pretoria needs capacities, especially paid for volunteer capacities, and that the Convocation Advisory Board will be instrumental in creating and supporting such alumni chapters. For instance, a chapter of professionals such as doctors, engineers, and accountants, as well as chapters for interest groups such as, for example, sport and culture, under which alumni in various ways can provide vital support, and that the Convocation Advisory Board and other Convocation members must mobilize their constituents to offer some of these capacities and work with the University of Pretoria. The second very important matter addressed as a permanent item by the Advisory Board is the activities of a Student Safety and Security Subcommittee that has been formed under the professional guidance of one of our board members, Mr. Dawie de Villiers, together with the late Mr. Louis Klute and Mr. Sandile Mtiane, who's UP's Chief Operating Officer, to address the ever-increasing concern of student safety and security, both on and off campus. The Safety and Security Forum was also recently established with a purpose to coordinate all role players regarding safety for the UP students. The role players are UP Security Services, Hatfield City Improvement District, Brooklyn South African Police Services, and Tshwane Metro Police Department, as well as 3 Convocation members. The subcommittee of the Convocation is chaired by Mr. Dawie de Villiers and assisted by Mr. Wegele Mackenzie and Mr. Winston Campbell. Recent meetings by this forum included one of the South African Police Services at the Brooklyn Station regarding the ineffective way crime is being specifically managed by that police station, and where greater support from the South African Police Services was pleaded for. And another with the Tshwane Metro Police Department, where the issue of corruption was discussed with the management of this department. The issue of implementing a panic app was also discussed recently with various relevant parties, and it was agreed to get a request for proposal out to potential vendors. Once these presentations are done, a final decision will be made by the committee. Furthermore, continuous feedback is also provided through Mr. Lukas Lukov, Chief of the Hatfield City Improvement District, to the Student Safety and Security Subcommittee on securing issues, activities and actions of particular relevance to ensure the safety of students at all times. Another standing item of significance on the Advisory Board's agenda that receives continuous attention is to cover a broader initiative of the pre-university academies' involvement in mentorship programs, supporting previously disadvantaged communities with a transition when joining their mainstream academic program to become successful graduates at UP, and the facilitation of access of such students to the university. Resources and funds at UP to support such projects that are widely needed amongst many communities unfortunately remain a challenge, since they are stretched thin all around. Part of the solution for running such initiatives would be the mutual mobilization of resources, and certainly that government should also fulfill its responsibility of addressing these types of needs and issues. Finally, numerous other items that keep coming up and that are of significant interest to the UP and its entire community were and are continuously discussed and debated at our advisory board meetings with very positive contributions and advice. And thereby the board continues to play a pivotal role in its function as an official advisory board in promoting the interest of the institution through formal and structured support and input. Through a benchmarking exercise that was conducted to gather insight on the convocation within 3 other institutions, namely Wits University, the University of Johannesburg, and Stellenbosch University, the board also ensured that it better understands the roles and responsibilities of the convocation within other institutions. This way, the UP Convocation Advisory Board wanted to make sure that UP's current convocation constitution is aligned with other South African major higher education institutions, and thereby, within its mandate, apply all possible means to be most progressive in its support and contributions towards the university's vision, mission, and goals. To conclude, Professor Mosia, I want to thank you, your executive management, and your entire staff component for all the work that you and they are doing, and express my appreciation on behalf of the entire convocation community for the way in which you have adjusted to the new challenges. Hopefully the advisory board and university convocation members worldwide can assist you and your team in achieving your objectives, and that the common goal would be to see UP, at the very least, become the leading university in South Africa and Africa, and UP alumni thrive on the global stage, and in all sectors remain the employer's choice. I also want to once again especially thank those advisory board members who have been and are still involved in key UP-related activities. I think it's with gratitude to see that people in busy professions still find a way to devote time to voluntarily contribute to the well-being and prosperity of an entity, in this case the University of Pretoria, that they feel passionate about without benefiting or receiving formal recognition themselves. Last but not least, I want to thank those in the larger community of convocation members that provided and still provide assistance in activities that benefit the university. My hope is that more small advisory subcommittees or alumni chapters within specific interest groups that will focus on important UP-related areas and coordinated fundraising could be established. It remains important that UP alumni contribute to the well-being and prosperity of the university under properly aligned and governed structures. I want to encourage all alumni members to be proactive and not wait for the advisory board to initiate initiatives. Therefore, please get involved and reach out to me via the Alumni Relations Office. Should you have any suggestions or concerns that you would like to table at the convocation meetings, or contact the Alumni Office directly if you want to make yourselves available where you think you can positively contribute towards activities that will allow the UP to maintain and even further improve on its highly rated status in the global educational environment. Once again, I extend my warmest welcome to each and every one of you. Thank you for being a part of this extraordinary virtual gathering, and thank you for your unwavering support of the University of Pretoria. Together, let us continue to make a lasting difference in the world. I thank you. We can then move to item 6 of the agenda, where we look forward to the address by the Interim Vice-Chancellor and Principal, Professor Themba Mosia. Professor Mosia.
For some universities, alumni are their former students. But as an alumnus of the University of Pretoria, you're part of our family from the moment you start your journey with us. The pathway that you follow on your journey at UP is paved with striving for excellence, perseverance, adaptability, getting it right the first time, and reaching the finish line. UP is home to many of South Africa's shining stars. You're part of this family, a family that knows the value of hard work, integrity, passion, creativity, and innovation. You're always able to come back home and reconnect with your family all around the world. The UP Alumni Connect app gives you unique access to opportunities like mentorships, careers, and invitations to selected events. Reconnect with us, keep in touch, be proud of your home and your family, and continue to make a difference.
Thank you, President of the Convocation, Dr. Hina Costa, and greetings to the Deputy President as well, Ms. Lamini, as well as the Registrar and all the board members and advisory committee members, all of you who make a contribution to the development of the University of Pretoria. Good evening to all of you, all our wonderful alumni, for joining us this evening on this very important day that makes a history for the great University of Pretoria. I'm truly honored to provide an update on the state of the university as of today, and I'm pleased to announce that the University of Pretoria is stable and it's fully functional in every respect. And following the resignation of the previous Vice-Chancellor, Professor Kupe, as the President said, I was appointed as the interim Vice-Chancellor and Principal until a permanent successor can be appointed. And to ensure the smooth transition and maintain sound management, the Council's Human Resources Committee initiated a recruitment process to select a permanent successor, and this started in August of this year. And we will keep you informed and updated on the progress that is being made about the recruitment of the Vice-Chancellor. In the last quarter, the university steadfastly upheld its core intentions and values through purposeful events, campaigns, and notable academic and extracurricular accomplishments by our staff, students, and the institution as a whole. UP remains a vibrant institution whose contribution locally, continentally, and globally gives effect to our vision. And we embrace the disruptive technologies that shape the future of higher education institutions around the world. And to this end, we introduced or adopted the digital transformation strategy, which is a very significant milestone for UP, demonstrating our dedication to adapting to rapidly changing circumstances and the technology-driven world. This strategy is core to our goals to actually look into our teaching arrangements, enhancing the learning of our students through technologies, and increasing our operational efficiencies, as well as providing stronger support for research and innovation, because that's who we are as an institution of higher learning. And we are aware of the continuous need for financial resources to pursue excellence and innovation, a challenge faced by universities across South Africa and actually the world. And private funding plays a pivotal role in UP's growth and sustainability, facilitating access to education for our students, particularly those from the disadvantaged backgrounds. And as of September 2023, the Department of Institutional Advancement has raised 179 million rand. And of this money, it was raised between January and September. About 18.9 million is new money from 94 new first-time donors. Our recent fundraising efforts have been exceptional. Our Giving Day campaign in July, aimed at promoting the culture of philanthropy, was also a resounding success, resulting in more than 17 million rand raised. And we are aware of many of you made contributions financially, and you support our students under very difficult times during these socio-economic challenges that continue to rise. We still welcome your donations to assist us to maintain the quality of this institution. We would really appreciate if you can continue to contribute, because the university needs that. This is a place of higher learning, and assist us to promote access for the needy students. And the university's growing international reputation is leading to a strategic partnership and collaborations that enhance research quality and drive transformation and impact across South Africa and of course, the continent and globally. We have many achievements at the university, And I will not be able to mention a significant number of them, but we will give a few highlights to demonstrate the impact that UP has in transforming people's lives. We're also delighted to share UP's international rankings that continue to rise. In 2023, the World University Rankings for Innovation, the University of Pretoria earned recognition as a highly innovative university. Specifically, our Advanced Business Incubator, the Technovation, secured 44th spot in the WURI Industrial Applications ranking. And additionally, we achieved a position between 101 and 200 range in the WURI Global Top 100 Innovative Universities ranking. Notably, UP was the only South African university that featured in the 2023 WURI rankings, which encompassed about 423 universities across the world. And it is quite a remarkable achievement that we are the only university in South Africa to be named in these rankings. And we maintain our third joint position in the rankings in South Africa for 2023 on academic ranking for world universities, also known as the Shanghai ranking, underscoring our status as a leading research-intensive institution in the country. And globally, we secured a position in the 401 to 500 range, 401 to 500 range, maintaining our 2022 standing and firmly placing ourselves among the top 500 universities worldwide. You know, if we were in a hall or auditorium or something, I would request you to clap for this achievement. And out of 18 African universities ranked in the 2023 ARU, we ranked 4th in the continent, and with South Africa and Egypt having the most representation. And our continued high ranking reinforces the role that we play in quality in higher education in Africa. And this assessment consists of 6 indicators, including the Nobel Prize and Fields Medal winners among alumni and staff, highly cited researchers, publication in esteemed journals, papers indexed in Science Citation Index, and overall academic performance per faculty member. I'm also pleased to announce that UP has achieved a significant jump in the 2024 Times Higher World University Rankings, moving up from a range of 501 to 600. We actually have achieved this position where previously we were in the range between 801 and 1,000. So a move from 801 to 1,000 to a range of 501 to 600 is pretty remarkable across the world, I must say. This improvement is particularly remarkable when compared to other African and South African universities, with only 2 South African institutions, including UP, advancing their global rankings in the 2024 THEWR rankings. This accomplishment is significant, given that the total number of ranked universities worldwide has increased from 1,709 to 1,904, spanning 108 countries. In this competitive landscape, UP's performance in the Times Higher Education is the best to date. And our Faculty of Economic and Management Sciences has earned a prestigious accreditation from the Association of Advanced Collegiate Schools of Business, the AACSB, as we know it. This is a very international and big body, and we are placed in the top 6% globally, underlining our dedication to excellence in business education. We are the only university in South Africa accredited by the AACSB. And this body was established in 1916. It's the longest serving accrediting body for business school and the largest business education network connecting learners, educators, and businesses worldwide. If you look at GIBS, which all of us know as GIBS, but the Gordon Institute of Business School, it has reaffirmed its position as a top global business school for executive education as acknowledged by the esteemed Financial Times. This recognition underscores GIBS's dedication to delivering world-class executive education and solidifying its standing as a leading African business school. The Financial Times ranking serves as a widely respected and influential global benchmark, renowned for its rigorous evaluation of business schools worldwide. Ladies and gentlemen, GIBS, remarkable achievement as the top business school in Africa and its placement among the world's top 50 underscores its unwavering commitment to excellence in executive education. The comprehensive ranking assesses business schools globally based on their open and custom executive education programs, resulting in GIBS achieving a combined ranking of 32nd in the whole world. The standing is 32 in the whole world. Pretty remarkable. Now, these rankings are derived from two surveys. One gathers detailed information from business schools about their top clients, while other collects feedback on business school clients on the quality of the programs offered by the school. And this year, we had 2 expert lectures, if I may transition from that. And we have had the first one hosted by Professor Thulani Makhalanyan of the Department of Biochemistry, Genetics, and Microbiology in the Faculty of Natural and Agricultural Sciences. The lecture explored the importance of microbiomes in maintaining human health, as well as challenges in studying these invisible organisms. This was a truly instructive lecture for many of us when people go down into the ocean and collect these invisible species and connect it to us as humans and how it affects our health. And second was Professor Anne Skelton, a well-renowned expert and the UNESCO chair in education law at the University of Pretoria. And the UP Expert Lecture Series offers a public platform for UP researchers to discuss significant developments in their fields with a broad audience, and join us for enlightening insights and the research that is being conducted to improve our lives. And this lecture delved into the right and responsibility to preserve the environment for future generations within the context of intergenerational equity. The university now offers its first fully online undergraduate program in higher certificate in sports medicine. And through UP Online, as part of the comprehensive online education services, as we call it, COOS, this initiative enhances accessibility to UP's prestigious programs in students seeking flexible learning options. And we are thrilled to share the success at this prestigious or at the National Research Foundation Awards, a celebration of academic excellence, where our peers are able to sit down and evaluate the quality of our work. This was held on the 31st of August of this year, and this recognized the remarkable achievements. And for UP, our heartfelt congratulations go to our outstanding winners, among which are Professor Blumenthal, honored with the Award of Public Engagement with Research for his work in lightning and electrothermal injuries. I'm still reading his book, which is pretty fascinating. And Professor Mavis Mlauzi, acclaimed as the champion of research capacity development and transformation in community nursing. And Professor Jürgen Recht, distinguished with an NRFA rating and contributions to veterinary and tropical diseases. Professor Bertus van Heerden, recipient of the Research Excellence Award for Next Generation Researchers, laureate for his impactful work in data analysis within the field of physics. In the coming week, we will be recognizing some of these academics in our Excellence Achievers Award. We are also excited to share with you that recently we introduced the Alumni Online Mall, and I'm sure you see it on the screen, and the President has spoken about this as well. This is a groundbreaking shopping platform for our alumni network for over 320 of you worldwide. And this is worth repeating, although the President mentioned it as well, because it's quite important for our own survival and success as an institution. And this was launched on the 7th of September, and it offers exclusive deals for over 100 top brands in South Africa and beyond, providing UP alumni with discounted rates on various products and services, including food, insurance, fitness, lifestyle, health, travel, fashion, sports, homeware, beauty, gifts, and children's services. And subscription fees contribute to UP's alma mater fund, assisting financially disadvantaged students to receive their education. And in addition, this year we celebrate a record of 31 UP alumni, staff, and students who were included in the Mail and Guardian 200 Young South Africans for 2023. And each year, in the past 17 years, Mail and Guardian, a 200 Young South African list, has celebrated young people who create a positive, tangible, and impact in society. Since the first awards, over 159 alumni and staff have been named among South Africa's top young people. We are proud of you, our alumni, who continue to put us on the map, who continue to make us look good as the University of Pretoria. And these examples highlight our ongoing efforts to elevate the university's global presence. Our primary focus remains attracting, educating, and retaining students, enabling them to forge successful, impactful careers in their communities. We understand that our ability to impact student lives is closely linked to the university's competitiveness and sustainability, with each step towards quality education shaping a brighter future for both our students and the university as a whole. The recent spring graduations demonstrated our capability to deliver the human capital needed for development in this country, and of course the continent and globally. And we provide the world with quality graduates, and there is, university students are very mobile in this world, and our employability rankings are top in the country. The university hosted an in-person global graduation ceremony from the 4th of September from the 4th of September to the 8th of September. This was the short one, the spring one. It's about a week. And we have 1,079 qualifications that were awarded during the session. We continue to make an impact in terms of graduation numbers in the country. Regrettably, ladies and gentlemen, student debt and NSFAS management remains a concern. And I'm sure you can see this in the media everywhere. And the new student funding system and the overall government support are pending. Nothing much happens, although on the other hand, there is something that happens. But the problem remains. So NSFAS is a big elephant in the room, and the management thereof, as you can see for yourself, there are suspensions there are resignations, and that speaks to the instability of the system as a whole. And institutions, as you can see, some are actually protesting against this from time to time. Then we have load shedding. This is an ongoing strain, and our resources are significantly, impacted by this. Student debt on its own is over 600 million, and load shedding also eats up on the resources that we actually don't have. And now we have tried as much as we can because the government subsidy is declining, and notably, it costs, fees must fall, and then it rose a little bit for 2 years, 2018. From 2019 it went down, and it has been going down since. And COVID didn't help as well. But some of the allocation, as you know, has been given to the South African Airways instead of higher education. That's public knowledge. Now, we established an energy task team at the university to actually look at devising short and long-term solutions. And furthermore, the sector as a whole, is challenged within the slow growth, resource-intensive economy, and we recognize the need to navigate these complexities with diligence and creativity. In other words, we don't have money. We need money to assist us to proceed with the business of education. And in the next 5 years, the university aims to strengthen its global network by establishing strategic partnerships worldwide. These collaborations will play a pivotal role in enhancing the overall quality of education and research at the university, enabling us to make more significant societal impact. We still do have collaborations. They make an impact, but we plan to increase them in the next 5 years so that the impact can also rise. And significant events, and convenings that we had at the university happened over the last 3 months. And as UP, we are the gateway, for Africa's higher education. We feature in many of these. And we cemented our relationships, signed agreements with partners, and emerged as an important institution in fostering global collaborations. And these events and happenings include a visit by 42 Brazilian Association of Rectors of State and Municipal Universities. We hosted them here at the University of Pretoria, 42 of them. And the Faculty of Health Sciences, on the other hand, welcomed a delegation from the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign, to explore collaborative opportunities. Those of you who know this university, it's quite a rural university, but a very, very effective partner to have because of the quality of work that has been happening there over a very long period of time. Women in Science event and others which brought women and men across the university together to discuss issues related to women empowerment and partnerships. Furthermore, we have, as the executive, approved the establishment of a Women's Leadership Program, and this program will form part of the university's strategic offering and core objectives, and that is to empower women through a very systematic, structured program that ensures gender equality in leadership positions at the institution. We also hosted the first African Research Universities Alliance, ARUA as we call it. The inaugural lecture was from the distinguished public lecture provided by the world-renowned Professor Salim Abdul Karim, who delivered a highly instructive lecture on the tale of two pandemics. The tale of two pandemics, and that was HIV and AIDS, as well as COVID-19. You have seen him on our screens many times during 2020 when we had a crisis in 21. Now, this collaborative effort by ARUA, it's institutions that come from diverse backgrounds, different visions, but we share a common goal, which is advancing research and graduate training in member institutions. And through initiatives like the establishment of the Centers of Excellence hosted by member universities, ARUA strive to achieve its mission. And we do have some funding for the Guild that comes from Europe. And in September, UP successfully hosted its annual #ChooseUP Day across its 7 campuses to provide prospective students and parents or guardians with a glimpse of the staff, the campus, student services, and facilities in preparation for the 2024 academic year. And ladies and gentlemen, thousands of prospective students and primarily grade 12 learners visited UP campuses on Saturday, September 9, and reaffirming our status as a top choice for many of South Africa and beyond. This event marked the first of the in-person #ChooseUP since 2019. And in the same month, we hosted UP Cuesta University Choral Festival, an event that has come celebrating the unifying power of music for over 30 years. And this was truly a remarkable long weekend when we celebrated humanity, we celebrated goodwill through music without any competition. And we had the University of Johannesburg, University of Pretoria, University of Stellenbosch, and Northwest University. And recently, we hosted an Alliance for African Partnership. In fact, just a few days ago, if I may be precise. And this is an alliance that we have with a consortium in partnership with Michigan State University. And this, we have 10 universities, a distinguished network indeed on research institutes, together with MSU, Michigan State University, which seeks to transform the continent through knowledge-based innovations. And last but not least, our team emerges 2023 Varsity Network Champions, the netball team, on the evening of September 18. These were fascinating games. We hosted a number of them here at UP, and the final game was a truly interesting one with UJ and the University of Pretoria, and the score was 63-61 in favor of UP. And notably, Turks remained undefeated in 9 of their games during the tournament, marking the overall victory for the varsity tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, UP Council conducted a workshop recently addressing 3 critical issues: the fiscal landscape of South African higher education, 2, the financial sustainability challenges, and 3, the revised financial sustainability plan from 2024 to 2026. And as a governing body, Council recognizes the need to align with challenging educational landscape and societal needs for the university's success. We look forward to further collaborating with the Convocation Advisory Board and all our alumni, and to deliver world-class education, advance innovative research, and nurture an inclusive and dynamic campus community. In conclusion, you may have seen in the media in the past few days that UP featured in the media as a result of racial tensions amongst significantly small population of our students engineered by external political influences. And UP, this is a space for learning and robust engagement on numerous challenges, and not really a platform for political contestations. So we see this phenomenon rising, which will impact negatively on the quality of education that we aspire to give to our students. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a lot we can say, but we are restricted by time, and thank you very much for your time and listening to us on the state of the university.
At the University of Pretoria, we pursue excellence and embrace innovation. We are proud of our culture and strong foundation, and we are determined to make an impact and build an even better tomorrow. We are committed to a vision that brings hope, that inspires all of our students, where they will be proud to say, UP gave me a future-focused foundation, a community to belong to, and an exciting future. Become part of our vision. Contribute to the impact that we are making. Join us in creating opportunities and providing access for our future thinkers and leaders. By giving today, you can make a difference in building our tomorrows. It is because of your contribution that we continue to seek, achieve, inspire, and remain a leading, internationally recognized African research-intensive university. Be part of our long-lasting impact. Be part of creating the future. Be the difference. Be UP. UP, giving matters.
Professor Masia, thank you for informing our members on important university achievements, projects and other activities and matters of note. And thank you for the passionate and professional way in which you and your executive management are managing this institution and have adjusted to many new challenges. We can then move to item 7 of the agenda, where Professor Caroline Nicholson, the Registrar of the University of Pretoria, has an important announcement to make on the 2024 Convocation election process. Professor Nicholson.
Dr. Costa, Professor Musia, Ms. Dlamini, Convocation members, good evening. On your agenda, you see it's listed as an address, but you'll be relieved to know I'm going to keep you for about a minute or so. I just want to advise the members of the Convocation that our President, as well as the members of our Convocation Advisory Board who've served the Convocation so well, are now coming to the end of their first terms of office. So Dr. Costa's term is slightly longer than the others because his appointment was for a period of 5 years, and his term will come to an end on the 30th of October next year. And the members of the Advisory Committee, whose appointment was from the 18th of May 2020, will come to an end on the 18th of May 2024. So I'm asking you, and I'd like you please to share with those who are not with us this evening online, the fact that early next year we will be commencing with an election process for the advisory committee members as well as the president. At this point, I'd just like to point out to you that all of the current members are eligible to be elected for a second term, but that is not automatic. So any person who is going to be considered for re-election will also have to be nominated and seconded in accordance with the institutional rules. And those will be shared when we make the announcement and call upon you to contribute to this process. So my purpose here this evening is just to advise you that the process will be taking place early next year, that we would like you please to participate fully in the process, and where possible make yourselves available to serve on this important body, the Advisory Committee, or even as the President of the Convocation. And then also, please, to support each other where you're asked to second nominations or to nominate someone. Then finally, I'd just like to mention that the Convocation institutional rules will all be reviewed in the next 12-month period, and you are invited to participate in that process also. All of the charters, etc., that are applicable to Convocation bodies are available on the website and from the Alumni Relations Office. So please don't hesitate to contact the Alumni Relations Office or myself in order to receive any of these documents for your input or to submit your input on these documents. So thank you very much.
Professor Nicholson, thank you for the announcement and sharing with the Convocation members important steps and procedures for next year's election process. Now, before we close the meeting with final remarks, we will now, under item 8 of the agenda, just have a question and answer session, which will be facilitated by the Deputy Chairperson of the Convocation Advisory Board, Ms. Notsifo Dlamini.
Thank you, Dr. Costa. Due to time, we won't be able to go through all the questions, so I've taken the two most difficult ones that I will pose to Dr. Costa and Prof. Musia. The first one is to Dr. Costa. The historical numerical imbalance of white to black students ratios will remain high into the foreseeable future. How will UP manage the leadership demographics of the UP alumni body into the future to ensure fair representation? Does the voting system ensure fair representation, considering that white alumni numbers will be in the majority for the foreseeable future?
I think while the numerical majority of white alumni may persist for some time, our commitment to fair representation extends beyond numbers. We believe that a truly inclusive leadership team reflects the diverse experiences and perspectives of our alumni body. So that's why we encourage all our alumni to participate in the activities and election of representative bodies. So together we can work towards more inclusive and representative UP alumni body. So we are committed to fostering a diverse and inclusive environment that reflects the rich tapestry of our university community. Our voting system is designed to be fair and transparent. We regularly review our election processes to ensure that they provide equal opportunities for all alumni to participate and run for leadership positions.
Thank you, Dr. Costa. Prof. Musia, UP has seen its BEE score deteriorate from a level 3 in 2017-2018 to a level 8 in 2023. We are also seeing subsidiaries such as Gibbs pursuing their own BEE certificate, presumably at cost because of the above-mentioned noted deterioration. Is this deterioration affecting the university's prospects of accessing grants and funding?
Thank you for the question, quite important. Actually, no, most funders do not require triple BEE documents. Based on the current experience, funders that require the documents look at compliance and not the actual score.
Okay. Perhaps as a subsequent to that one, is this deterioration affecting the university's ability to successfully tender or to conduct business?
Well, other business, a better score will improve the rating if UP is submitting to tender process. Thus far, the finance department has not been notified of any tenders that were rejected on this basis.
But is there a roadmap or a plan to improve the university's BEE score?
We have various initiatives across the institution currently underway to improve our triple BEE score. This include, among others, the women-owned and smaller businesses, as well as expanding our supplier and development program.
All right. Thank you, Prof.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we reach the end of tonight's session, please allow me to close this meeting by once again thanking each and everyone that made time to join and attend this live virtual 2023 Convocation AGM meeting. Without your interest, support and participation, this convocation cannot function in the way we want it to function. We hope that you will continue to show the same interest towards your alma mater through whatever contribution you would want to make, in the best interest of the university and its activities to soon become the #1 academic institution on the African continent, and at the very least maintain this standing in the years to come. As an UP alumnus, it is in your very best interest, as you will definitely benefit, directly or indirectly, if you all help grow and strengthen this institution's reputation and achievements. Furthermore, I also want to thank our 3 official participants in the program who joined me in the studio tonight for your valuable contributions in making this meeting such a success. Firstly, Professor Themba Musia, as the Acting Interim Vice-Chancellor and Principal of the University. I thank you, your executive management and your entire staff component earlier in my address for all the work that you and they are doing. And again, after your address, for informing our members on important university achievements and about other activities and matters of note. At the same time, I also want to use this opportunity to reassure you that the Convocation Advisory Board would like to continue to assist you and the university's executive in achieving the objectives of our common goal, to see the university and UP alumni thrive on the global stage in all sectors, on all official ranking lists, and remain high in the category of employers' reputation. Secondly, Ms. Notsifo Dlamini, Deputy Chairperson of the Convocation Advisory Board, thank you for facilitating the question and answering session where we had limited time, but the professional manner you've handled this as well as for your support to me as chairperson and the expertise you bring to our board. Thirdly, I also want to thank Professor Caroline Nicholson, the Registrar of the University, for the professional manner she runs her key position at UP. Thank you also for being the key driver behind the smooth and fair running of the different convocation election processes and ensuring that proper protocol and guidelines are always followed throughout different processes and activities of the convocation up to the very end. We know the university is in good hands with you being its registrar. Last but not least, I want to thank Ms. Samantha Castle, UP's Senior Manager of Alumni Relations, as well as Ms. Henriette Minnar, the Senior Administrative Officer of the Alumni Relations, for not only being key drivers behind the scenes of having made this meeting such a successful event, but also for the professional way in which you oversee and manage UP's alumni matters through the Alumni Relations Office. Your efforts are much appreciated. I want to once again encourage Convocation members to get involved and reach out via the Alumni Relations Office. If you have concerns or suggestions that you would like to table at Convocation meetings or other official platforms, also contact the office in particular if you want to get involved in, for example, assisting with fundraising campaigns and donations, developing partnerships, supporting alumni events and alumni chapters, starting relevant interest groups, and mentoring students. Thank you. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and have a good day or evening further.
There are some places that will always be home. From the moment you took your first step onto the University of Pretoria's campuses, you've been part of our family. You've made friends, had a good time, fallen in and out of love, passed tests, failed some dismally, and started businesses. You had some great ideas. All the while, you made memories and learnt a lot. But in the end, you walked out of our gates a well-rounded person, someone committed to excellence. You still get things done the right way the first time. You've learned the value of innovation, mentoring, having a positive impact, and living a life based on strong morals, ethics, hard work, and responsibility. At the University of Pretoria, we're proud to call you part of our family. We're proud to be your alma mater, and we'd be delighted if you wanted to choose UP again to further your studies. Because even though we're the largest residential research university in South Africa, we're still your home. One thing we've learned over more than a century is that excellence is forever. We're still adamant in the high quality of our teaching and learning, and in the graduates that we produce. The more things change, the more they stay the same. UP will always be the home of Tux alumni.